Welcome to the interviews of Powerworld Global Icon Awards. My name is Dr. Shafali Agrawal, and I'm organizing this award show in New England with Rashmi Bedi. We are very excited to host this great event where we are planning to honor and award some prestigious organizations and leaders for their contribution in the society. It's my honor to interview each winner and bring the story to all of our viewers. You will hear from them directly about their journey and the great work they do. I really appreciate the time of all the viewers as we go through this wonderful journey. Let me invite today our first guest, Mr. Paneet Kohli, who is the Vice President of India Society of Worcester, who's the winner, the society is the winner of bringing the community together. Welcome, Mr. Paneet Kohli.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm doing very well, Shifali. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Thank you for being on the show. We are very excited. This is our first interview, and we have many, many interviews to go through. So, thank you for being our first guest. And we are really honored that we are awarding the Indian Society of Worcester for this prestigious award of bringing the community together. So, I thought I'm going to go through some questions and ask you something about the society and how do you feel? So let me start with first congratulating you for winning this award, and then and ask you how do you feel and how did you feel when you found out that you won this award?
Thank you. First off, I really want to thank Shafali, you and the Power Global Awards for recognizing ISW. I think when we first found out, it was a moment of joy as well as a moment of proud for all of us at ISW. We are proud because all the things that we've been doing for the society as volunteers for many of us who've been involved for 57 plus years. That's how long the society has been. It's finally great to see that community at large is really getting to appreciate, and the work we're doing is starting to get recognized. So it was really a joyous moment as well as a moment of proud for all of us.
That's wonderful. We are so honored for that. Tell me a little bit about your organization and the work you do, Paneet.
Absolutely. So, India Society of Worcester, as we all like to call it, ISW, has been established since 1963. It was an idea put together by a few students at the Worcester College who were looking to get close to home, and that was the whole idea that came about, and then the society just took on from there. As a society, we are really focused on three key elements, right? One, how do we bring people with ancestral connection to India together? How do we
Yeah.
bring the culture of India not just to the people who want to learn about the Indian culture, but also to the community at large? And thirdly, how do we do that by providing back to the society, be a charitable organization. So we're a charitable organization, we are a cultural organization, we're a
That's
social
wonderful.
organization, and we are an educational organization.
Now
Really, it's a
that's
combination of
like
it.
all in one, really,
Yeah,
the dream come
exactly.
true. Tell me what do you enjoy most doing there and why do you do what you do? I mean, your whole group.
Absolutely. I think many of us come from all kinds of different backgrounds. We have IT professionals, we have doctors, we have entrepreneurs, we have education, people in education as part of our society, and everybody brings something different why they are
Yeah.
here. But I
Yeah.
think there's a one common theme that connects us all, which is we're all trying to find a home away from home, as I
Yeah.
said, right?
Yeah.
And that theme and the notion of giving back to the society that has helped us, giving back to the community that has helped us all to be here, is what binds us together. We have a free health stop that happens every Wednesday at our center. That's very encouraging. Plus our youth. My kids, other kids who we want to really bring closer to the culture that we
Sure.
all grew up in.
Mhm.
This is a great platform for them to learn about that and be part of it.
Now, this is very selfless act. I mean, I'm so proud of you guys, and I feel honored. So, tell me, any meaningful contribution that is really important to you that you remember, and your organization.
Absolutely. We have a group of volunteers who run our crisis committee. They are really the unsung heroes. We this group of individuals remain anonymous. and they go and help people with
Wow.
domestic violence victims, or
Mm.
people with immigration challenges, people with
Mhm.
any issues with the law, people who can't afford a lawyer, and as simple as getting our seniors food in today's world when we're all stuck in their houses. So it's that spirit of things when we hear these stories that just makes us so proud to be part of the society.
No, I think whatever you're giving to the society as a community is really powerful and it helps people. And I'm really, again, it's a selfless act that you guys are doing. So, really, really thank you for that. As a society and organization, when you start your work, there are always challenges. Tell me a little bit about the challenges that you faced.
Absolutely. One of the biggest challenge I think we all face today is really trying to figure out how do we continue to do what we do as volunteers. Time is definitely not in anybody's favor when you have home to take care of, work to take care of, and then we expect our volunteers. So we run a language school every Sunday,
Wow.
and it's a completely volunteer-run language school, and people who just have love for teaching come and they teach. We teach 7 different languages, everything from
Wow.
Hindi, Gujarati, Marathi, and Tamil, and other languages. And it's it's really sometimes you get this where the parents are saying, well, I really love when my son comes home and they speak in my native language to me, and that feeling
That is so
is
powerful.
is so at that point you feel like the challenges you face are worth it when you get that kind of results.
And I do want to tell you that your site and all the work that you've done is there on Facebook. And when the judges saw, they were so impressed with the work you guys do. So thank you again for doing that. Uh, sometimes these challenges are there, and you feel like you want to give up, and you say, "Okay, I can't do it anymore." So what stops you to say that? Like, why don't you give up?
It's really there's a couple quick stories. It's
Please.
you run we one with me. I'm at a grocery store and somebody just stopped me there and said, oh Puneet, I really want to tell you, my parents are here from India and my kids came back and they walked in and they started talking in Marathi with them,
Oh
and
wow.
they were just astonished that here they were just a few years ago, and they don't speak English well, and here my kids walked in, and it was because of ISW, and I don't know that person. The
Wow.
person just happens to know me, but that I got home and I told my wife, I'm like, that's why I go and I do that. The other is, we get to hear from our people who come to our free health stop, and the
Mm,
fact that many times, we all are immigrants, we all have parents who come here and they get sick and they don't know where to go. And
sure.
we hear so many different stories of not just them but other community members who just come to the free health stop and get and that's been running every Wednesday
What
now.
is free health stop? Can you expand a little
Yeah,
bit?
absolutely. So Free Health Stop is run by there's a group of doctors who are volunteers, part of IMAIN, which is the India's medical society, and they volunteer their time at our
Nice.
center every Wednesday from 8 to 10,
Mhm.
and it's a clinic with all the different doctors. You will have
Wow.
who and anybody. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to be part of the community. You don't have to be a member of ISW. You can just show up. We won't ask you any questions about your insurance. You don't pay a single penny,
So you
and we
don't
will.
pay, it's completely free.
It's completely free,
Wow.
and it's run. It is we follow HIPAA compliance. Your medical records are stored there, and if we can't serve you there, we will. Our doctors will
Refer to
refer
you.
you to the
Yeah,
other
yeah,
doctors,
yeah.
and they also will do it completely free.
So as a physician, this is very impressive to me because I mean, I see a lot of patients with no insurance and not being helped. So I think this is a very powerful thing you guys are doing. Really, really, thank you for that again.
Yeah, you're
Uh,
yeah.
so, I also feel like whenever you reach high, this is something that I'm going to ask all my interview people. There's always some people who will always pull you down, right? So, how do you overcome that? What are the things that you do to say, okay, I'm going to keep going?
That's a great question, Shafali, because those challenges we have faced too. And I won't say it's just people;
Yeah.
it's processes too. Sometimes we are dealing with a lot of challenges with the community, trying to do something that we want to do, but we run into either funding problems or we run into other problems. But we've been very lucky that our volunteers and the people who support us come from all the different backgrounds.
Hmm.
So many times we have gotten help from the governor, and many times we've gotten help from the
Oh, wow.
state representatives here in Worcester and Shrewsbury area who would show up and say, what problems you're running into will help you. So when you get that, you're like, okay, I can overcome any of these things. So challenges are there, but I think the community that's supporting us is absolutely what's pushing us through.
Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself. What is your profession and how do you get time to do this? I mean, this requires a lot of time, right? You have
That's
kids,
the
you have
$1 million.
family.
that
Yeah.
is the that is the. So I'm a IT professional. I work for a company in Waltham. It's a mainframe company. I've been in IT industry for the last 25 years. So I manage a team of software engineers there, and it's really what drives is all the things I just talked about. I got involved in the community because we have an India Society of Worcester, a community center, and I rented that center to celebrate my
Oh my
dad's
God.
60th birthday. And we rented the place, and we were there, and we happened to be talking to a few volunteers. And I said, "Well, how do I join?" And the
Wow.
rest is history.
Great
Uh,
story.
and it's so interesting that over the years, my son is now the president of the Indian Youth Group,
Oh
which we
my
run.
God. Follows the
So
dad.
it's just amazing without us even telling our kids. They both, my son and my daughter, they look forward to joining us on the events and be
I
part of the
think it's all
society.
your good upbringing that they're following their dad and their mom. That's amazing. If you get a chance, a lot of time I ask this question is that if you had to change anything from your past in this society, in this organization, what would
Sure.
that be?
Uh, so you might appreciate the answer or not, but I say, the people who brought the society together, we see them even today. Some of our founders are still around, and we
Wow.
still see them running side by side with us. So I would say I won't change anything, because if
No,
we
that's
didn't have
fair.
that platform, if we didn't
Yeah.
have the support of those
Yeah.
people, we wouldn't be able to do what we are doing today. So we are just so proud to have their mentorship and their support today, and they're still with us and running the programs.
I think the key of success is if you have your founder still in the organization, that means you're doing something right because they're still
Exactly.
with you. So that's very important. That's a great answer. So tell me what or who inspires you to do this stuff and the organization itself? Like what inspires all the executive team and all the members there and what or who? Do you follow something?
It's very interesting. We've asked this question to ourselves: is there one individual that is inspiring us? I think it always have come down to it's there are four things we all live by. It's the love, empathy, trust, and
Oh,
humanity.
wow. Yeah.
And I think every time we've asked this question, we find that either we love, our executive board, we love the people, we have empathy towards the community, we have trust into each other, and we are just doing it for humanity. I think I really can't say anything more than those four
No,
things.
that's that's great words, Puneet. So now that you have this award and the organization has this award, and hopefully we'll be doing this very soon, how would you influence now? What would you based on that, how would you put an impact to the community?
I think everything we do, we look at a stepping stone. For us,
Yeah.
this award and this platform that very nicely you guys have helped us get to is really going to get us to get our voices even heard further.
Yeah.
We've expanded beyond Metro West into Boston area. We really want to get
Wow.
New England,
Hmm. Hmm.
the entire. We have people coming from Rhode Island. We have people coming from Connecticut many times. So we
Hmm.
want to really figure out how do we get our partner and sister communities together, organizations to come in. We do an
Hmm.
event which is our India Day event every year at DCU, and we bring different organizations together. It's not just the ISW; we bring other organizations, and that's what we continue to want to do.
And how many, basically towns do you cover right now in your organization? Is it
Today,
a,
it's
yeah,
yeah, it's very hard to say how many towns, but today we have people coming to our society and
all
members
around? Yeah.
all around. We have we have parents bringing their kids all the way from Natick to Shrewsbury,
Wow.
Ashland to Shrewsbury.
Yeah.
Some of the kids I know, their parents are in Newton, and
Mhm.
they bring them to Shrewsbury for language school and attending events.
Yeah, no, this is wonderful, and it's also, I think, a great lesson for the youth to come to follow you guys and the examples that you're setting as leaders in the community. So thank you again. It's also, I think it's important to maintain that culture in the youth and everywhere around, and us as well,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So tell me a proudest moment of your or the organizations that you remember, or something that you're so proud of.
Right now, I think the biggest, proudest moment for all of us is the expansion that we are doing. So we have a center, as you know, in Shrewsbury. I talked about it. The center was put together, in 10, 15 years roughly ago. We're in the midst of doubling the size of the center. So we are in middle of construction. That community center is going to grow to twice the size. The, the idea is it's going to be a place where you can come and you can be part of the community. There's going to be, open space. There's going to be place for you to meet people. So
Wow.
that's what we're looking forward to. With everything going on, we really hope that the center completes this
Yeah.
year, and
Yeah.
that's really what we're driving
Will
towards.
will that be something where you'll have events as well, and people can, use that as a facility as well?
Absolutely. So we are it's going to be a place where part of it would still be open for people to rent and have events,
Sure.
but at the same time, we're also trying to create a place for people to come. You want to come and play carom, come do that, and you want to come have a cup of tea,
Like
come
a
do that.
hangout place.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
we run a group which is called Hamrahi, which is
Hmm.
part of our senior citizen group,
Oh
really,
wow.
and who've retired and want to just meet their friends. They meet every Sunday, so they're really looking forward for this expansion, so they can come and do other things there.
And tell me a little bit about the India Day. Is that what you call, or how does
Yes,
that work? Yeah.
yeah. So India Days are one of our flagship events we do to celebrate the independence of India. Happens our first week of August, and we do that at the DCU Center in Worcester. It's a really big center there. We typically attract about 3 to 4 thousand people there, and it's a
Wow.
completely free event. It's a free event, and it's a combination of a cultural show,
Hmm.
food, and an Indian bazaar,
Hmm.
and different seminars that we run there. So it's one of our exciting events. We always look forward to, and
Yeah.
the community supports it. But it's been free. We've been running it for 28 years,
Wow.
and have not missed a beat so far. Knock on
No,
wood.
touch wood. I'm always, in terms of you give so much to the community selflessly, and you basically don't ask anything in return. All you guys do just, I think the community has to be really proud of you of what you guys are doing, and I'm really excited to honor you. And actually, Indian actress Bhagyashree would be there, and she would be honoring you guys. And I feel that hopefully this platform can give you all the visibility that you need. I don't think you need visibility, but because you do such a wonderful job. But hopefully through our platform, we are able to give that. So before we leave, I would like you to give a message to the viewers. What message would you like to give to the viewers?
I think our message is the same message we give to all our volunteers. The 4 words we live by. If you want to do something, you know, be human, love each other, trust each other, and have empathy towards, especially with everything going on in the world today.
Right. No, thank you. Thank you again for being on the show. And thank you, viewers, for the until the next show. Till then, be safe, follow all the guidelines, and follow social distancing. Thank you again, Puneet. And
Thank
thank
you,
you from the
Shafali.
Power World Global Icon Award. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.